This is ANN News Brief.
Good morning, I'm Lucy Adeyemi. U.S. President Donald Trump has renewed sanctions against Zimbabwe by another year. Trump said on Monday in a notice announcing the national emergency, declared in an executive order that Zimbabwean new government policies continue to pose an unusual and extraordinary threat to U.S. foreign policy. The one-year extension comes despite calls by African leaders, including South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa, for the sanctions to be lifted to give the country a chance to recover from its economic crisis. Trump administration officials have said the sanctions will remain until the government of President Emmerson Mnangagwa changes Zimbabwe's laws restricting media freedom and allowing protests. Algerian students have boycotted classes on Monday in biggest anti-government protest against President Abdelaziz Bouteflika's re-election. Bouteflika's campaign manager said on Sunday that this president will run in April elections, defying calls for him to quit at the end of his current term. 82-year-old Bouteflika has said he would not serve a full term if re-elected. The youth denounced the offer, saying it is aimed at undermining the wave of opposition against his 20-year rule. Hundreds of protesters took part in demonstrations across the country, continuing almost 2 weeks of marches and rallies against the president's plan to seek a fifth term. Several other university campuses in the capital, Algiers, were deserted, and students said they will not get back in class. Stay with us, we'll be back after this short break.
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which data plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
Liberia former President's son, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, has been charged with economic sabotage following investigations into the unauthorized printing and importation of tens of millions of dollars into the country when he was deputy governor of the central bank. The former governor of the bank, Milton Weeks, has been charged with the same crimes. They have not commented on the charges. The current president, George Weah, has also been criticized after 2 investigations found there was a lack of accountability for $25 million imported into Liberia last year on his orders. It had been widely reported that shipping containers full of banknotes had vanished from Monrovia's port and airport. A report released last week by auditing firm Kroll Associates did not find any proof that this had happened. It says it found that Liberia Central Bank had acted unilaterally and unlawfully by printing and importing into the country 3 times the amount of banknotes it had been authorized to do. That's ANN News Brief. Thanks for watching. For details on these and other stories, visit our website, annafrica.net. Also join the conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/ANN Africa TV, Instagram and Twitter at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.